switched it up a bit. Sorry if the audio isn't as good on this camera, but it's a lot less bulky and easier to get around, move around the vehicle while I do my thing. So here we go. We are going to check out the cobweb infested TBI. Make sure there ain't nothing down in there. We are going to see if this thing squirts at all. Let's make sure. Yeah, that fusible link looks great. But, oh yeah, that looks good too. Like we had a lot of water running down on the... That I think is they changed the ignition control module to firewall, possibly? You can correct me in the comments, please do, because I don't know. Of course, I've got vacuum lines galore. Looks like most everything is blocked off. Map sensor, temperature sensor. Now, I've been told these can run like crap. Even the 4.3s can run like absolute crap if this sensor's bad or gives a false reading. Alright, let's give it the old... Well, I don't think we can. I think our positive cable's a little short. Oh, and we're missing a bolt. That's what fell. Great. Alright, we'll get back to you, folks. I'm sure you don't want to see me stand here looking for a nut for that bolt particularly. So, see what we can't do, and we'll be back in a second. Alright, we're going to create a little bit of sacrilege, of course, because our battery, of course, is a standard battery, but Lord only knows where I got the cables from. But yeah, our positive is short as can be, so we're going to weasel our way down in there, take us off a nice stud and replace our battery cable, and the bolt was missing anyway, which I found, but no nut. Well, we're going to just go ahead and take it off. We're going to put a ground on the starter, and we're going to make it work. Alright. I'm not going to hold the camera. You guys probably don't even care. I'm going to see if I can get to it from this little area. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that was a bit of a bugger to get down in there, but we now have a ground cable that's huge. We'll get this on there. No sparky spark, so no drain. That's good. Got some keys. Remember where you put those, you'll lose them in 5 minutes. Yeah, let's get that loose, then we'll get the camera up on the tripod, and we'll just turn the key and see if we get any primage. I'll set you guys up here. I'll probably even watch the footage back myself to see if this, at least one of these sprays, and then I might set it up on the other side and crank it, or at least turn the key to see what we're getting, see if we're getting any fuel at all. It's probably 50-50 at this point. Who knows? We're about to find out, though. should have a really good connection there. Let's just turn the key. We won't even crank. Let's see what we get. Well, looks like both sides are dry as a bone. Let's go ahead and crank it. We'll see if we get any juice up to it. If not, we'll start checking this mess of relays. See what happens. Well, she's definitely cranks real good and real strong. But I'm guessing she is, well, maybe not. Well, that's pretty dry. Let's see. See how fast we could jump back from here to there to listen. I heard it. For a second I did. It's definitely making noise. Are we getting anything at our injectors? That is a big no, sir. Huh. There's probably a way to jump these. I'll probably need to look it up and then I'll tell you guys. I'll come back to this, but might even grab the endoscope and stick it down the tank there. See what we can see if we can see past the baffles and make sure all the lines are intact. But it's definitely squirting out there, whether it's the pickup lines came off from the pump to the tube, or maybe the injectors are clogged. Maybe there's a clog somewhere in the tank up to here. We can check that fuel filter. There is a return. We'll just have to give it a little bit more time, and O-ring's out, but it doesn't matter because it isn't running. Alright, let's see if we can't get some fuel somewhere. See if we can jump something to figure out what to jump here, or switch which relays to switch here, because let's see. That might tell us. That's a 141. That is a 738. And of course the numbers are all 11034. Well, that doesn't tell you much. Alright, well, we'll get back to you here in a second and see what we can't do to get this thing to shoot some fuel. Alright, well, I don't know how much we got there. We'll have to see it edited. But it did start. I tapped those injectors. hopefully it's on video. If not, you know, we put the air cleaner back on. I tapped those injectors and added about 2 gallons of gas to it. Rookie mistake to not add gas, but I stuck the endoscope down in there. Kind of cheated a bit. Stuck the endoscope in there to see the fuel level and make sure, because the problem I had before was that feed line popped off and it was just acting as a fountain and just recirculating right back into the tank. But looked like everything was fine on the endoscope. I went ahead and added some gas because it looked a little low, and then of course I was cranking it and it actually fired. We'll see how easy it starts. It's been a couple hours. Let's see how she starts. Wow, it actually fired up way easier than I thought it was going to. Sounds like crap. I don't know if the cat's clogged. Says it's charging, of course. Oh wow, the check engine light even went off. The oil pressure is astounding. I wonder if we have any kind of restriction in that exhaust. Well, service engine light came back on. We'll just let it idle and see if we can get the temperature up at all on it. It's a wonderful storage machine. Definitely have an exhaust restriction in there. By the sound of that muffler, I don't know what, if the camera's picking it up. Sounds like a bunch of aluminum cans. And doesn't really be, it's not puffing out exhaust like it should. I think we got maybe I think it still has the original catalytic converter. But we'll let it run a little bit and see if it gets warm. Seems like it's idling pretty good. But that cat could be a bit blocked. We might see if there's a restriction in there at some point, but not today. We just wanted to make sure we could get her up and running to where we could move it around the yard. We're probably going to end up selling old Red over there in the next week or two. And we got that Dodge. We're going to probably sell it in the next couple weeks as well to get, we're going to do 4 new tires on this, get a new mirror, probably get a new, we'll order the rebuild kit or the reseal kit for the air conditioner compressor. I'll buy an orifice tube, a new accumulator, and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it for this one, guys. It was kind of simple. I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult, but it wasn't. It runs pretty good. So we're going to call it a video. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Have a good one.